Yeah, on the first Collision show Friday night, CM Punk made the reference to the term "one bill Phil," and of course, watching that, I'm going like, we've all heard the rumors and everything like that. I guess the best way to say, is there smoke to that fire now that it was sort of referenced on television, or would you just kind of say it was a figure of speech?
Well, it was a throwback in many ways to the wrestling I grew up on. And I remember being a teenage kid in high school and watching wrestling on TNT, watching a 2-hour wrestling show every week on TNT, and seeing a huge wrestling star of the time come out and reference Ted Turner on TNT. And I thought it was pretty cool to turn forward the clock to the present day and have a big wrestling star of the moment on TV referencing Mr. Zasloff. And especially given the way this show came to be, given that it was in the 90s where Ted Turner said, I want to give a slot on Monday night on TNT to pro wrestling. And here we are in 2023. And Mr. Zasloff, he runs the Turner Networks, and also he runs a large percentage of entertainment. And he's the boss of Warner Brothers Discovery, movie studios, TV channels, and so many things. And it's amazing to see how far that Turner empire has come and what it's become from what we as wrestling fans knew as the empire of TBS, TNT, TCM, CNN, and those great channels. And now with wrestling on TNT on Saturday nights, this was Mr. Zaslav's idea. He was the one who said, give 2 hours, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, every Saturday night to AEW. And we created Collision. And it was, I thought, very fitting to see Phil give a shout out to Mr. Zaslav. And it's no secret that AEW, we're trying to grow our revenues, chasing that media bag. So I thought that was very cool and a nice nod to the growing business that is AEW, where we're doing now multi-million-dollar live gates, sell out international shows, and got a video game launching, and we've already got 9-figure revenues, and we're growing and growing and pushing to hit that magic number that Phil referenced. So I think it was very cool and a nice nod to what a hot time it is in the wrestling business and how exciting it is for pro wrestling in the media space right now, because it feels like there's a lot of pro wrestling on TV, and for a fan, especially, well, for all fans. I was about to say one specific age group of fans, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'll take it across all age groups, because I think it's whether you were there 20-something years ago and had all this wrestling on TV and knew what it was like to have wrestling almost every night on TV and be able to find it whenever you wanted, because it wasn't like that for a long time for a lot of us. And it feels like it is again now, where there's a lot of wrestling on TV, and that's because of the fans, because fans are supporting it and making wrestling good business again for the TV networks. So I thought it was very cool as we premiere a new show to reference that and what's happening in the world of media. And it was a great debut, and that was a big part of it. So I enjoyed it. Thanks, Dave.